Leveling up maybe $100,000 in 1 year, and it was the best decision in my entire life to really focus on myself and to level up as much as possible. Now, you can call this solo leveling, and when I say this, if you watch the anime, you know that I'm talking about probably one of the greatest animes ever created. Otherwise, you probably think solo leveling is just becoming a better version of yourself by yourself and improving all your attributes. Well, in both cases, you are right. One, I am talking about the anime, and I'm also talking about bettering yourself as a human being. Now, I knew early on that I wanted to be that guy who, grew up and made a lot of money, got a lot of girls, had the supercars. But now that I am 22, right, I wasn't able to do all that I wanted. I don't have a Lamborghini, I don't have a Ferrari, but I was able to make a large sum of money by this age, right? $200,000, $100,000 is not a little bit of money. Making $200K by 22 and $100K in 1 year is insane for a person at this age. So the only reason I was able to do that was by this idea of leveling up. Now, the character Sung Jin Woo in this anime Solo Leveling, he constantly is leveling up every episode, right? He's improving his strength, his agility, his intellect, and he becomes stronger and stronger. And obviously I can't spoil the anime because it is a really newly released, but he's trying to become the best he can, and he's already surpassing people who are well above him, just because he decides to focus on himself and actually work on his craft and level up. And this is like something that is the reason I was ultimately able to make over $100,000 in 1 year, because a lot of things come up when you level up, right? And I have some notes right here so I can make sure I don't get too off track, since this is a fairly unscripted video. But you can pick what you want to level up, right? When you're first starting out, you might want to level up your social skills, maybe your mental skills, maybe your physical skills, maybe your spiritual skills, or what I chose was my technical skills. Now, technical skills is really what's going to make you a lot of money, right? That's, learning how to code better, right? Creating graphic design, becoming a video game designer, being better in the medical profession. Now, the other attributes I still worked on, right? There's like social building. Sometimes people say it's not about who you know, it's about what you know. So you want to make sure you're still able to make good relationships, right? That's still a skill. Now, just focusing on one skill doesn't mean you can't focus on the others, but you still want to really prioritize one skill. And I recommend it being a technical skill, especially if you want to go into online business, online entrepreneurship, because technical skills is really what's going to let you start a business. It's really what's going to actually help you scale a business and have that technical mindset so you can create something cool, right? Everything else will help assist, but the main skill you need to learn is a technical skill. And leveling up just one skill can take you really, really far in life. Now, technical skills, right? The skill I chose was coding. I'm a software engineer now at a pretty big company, but the goal was to launch businesses, software and tech businesses. And the only way I knew I could do that was if I learned how to code. And I was able to do that. In fact, I prioritized learning how to code. So starting in high school, every day I would try to do a small task, whether it be, learning a new language or part of a new language, right? Or whether it be trying to create like the first quarter of a website or creating a small calculator program. I constantly tried to just improve what I knew how to do, right? I tried to improve my knowledge base. I tried adding new skills, new languages, new frameworks in my repertoire. I tried to, work on as many projects as I could so I could just, get in the hours, get in that practice. Right? To really be good at something, you need to put in at least 1,000 to 10,000 hours of time to really hone a skill. And even now, I feel like I'm so far behind in coding, even though I spent years. It's been 7 years and I'm still learning. Right. So the fact that I was able to reach a level of coding, right? I started at level 1, but I leveled up, right? I did the solo leveling and I attributed all my ability points to coding, and it went from a level 1 to level 20. Let's say there's 50 levels total. Maybe now I'm at level 35, who knows, right? And as my skill started becoming a higher and higher level, I was able to create more complex projects and create more complex services, right? Software services. And as a result, I was able to launch my first company, my tech company that is still around today and is making me most of my income, more than my full-time software engineering income. And this was only possible because I focus on the small wins every day. Now, coding, for those who don't know, is really big thing. There's a lot of things that go into it. But if you really get a huge topic or a really high money making skill and break it down, when you're coding, you're typing on a laptop, right? So the faster you can type, the faster you can code. So maybe sometimes, some days, I was like, you know what? I don't need to learn a new language. I don't need to learn how to use Python today. Let me just work on my typing speed. That's still a win. That's still you leveling up. That's going to help that meter, go from like level 5 to level 7 to level 8, right? And people forget to realize that you don't need to win you don't need a huge win every day. You don't need a big W. All right, small W's can lead to a big W naturally. You don't have to think that you have to create like the next version of Twitter or the next version of Facebook in your dorm by yourself on your laptop within 3 hours if you're gonna make any money or if you're gonna be successful with coding. No, that's just not how it works. In any business, you don't have to make the next Tesla, the next Apple, the next Google to be successful, right? Maybe you can make the best company among your friend group, right? If your friend group, it has like some small business owners, maybe make the best company in your circle and then branch your circle out and try to make a bigger company than everyone else and then constantly start leveling up your business until maybe you can reach a level like Google or Tesla, which is like probably level 1,000. But the idea is that when you're taking small wins and using them to propel you forward and not getting discouraged if you're not Elon Musk's net worth within 5 days of business. That's just not plausible. Now, when you improve your skills, more opportunities will come to you. Okay, like when you're a level 1 in terms of strength, all right, let's break it down like a video game / in solo leveling. If you're level 1 strength, right, and people look at you, they're gonna know you're weak. They're gonna be like, that guy's weak. We're not gonna give him the task of fighting that 300-pound all muscle giant Chad. All right, he's not gonna fight giant Chad. He's only level 1. Now that same level 1 guy, if he goes and fights people who are also level 1, maybe level 2, maybe level 3, and he starts increasing his level, and he comes back as like a level 30, right? And let's say giant Chad is level 20. He comes back to level 30. The same people are gonna look at that guy and be like, yo, now let's give him that opportunity to fight giant Chad because he's looking real strong. His level is 30. This guy's level is 20. Like he might whoop giant Chad. And that's when that opportunity gets presented to you. And this idea of leveling up also comes with these opportunities that will also, be presented in front of you. The only reason I was able to make $100,000 in a single year through coding was because I was able to get good enough to create a bot, or like a Walmart checkout bot that could buy PS5s. I made a video on that on YouTube. And the only way I was able to make that video where I actually coded that bot live was by being able to code the bot live. And that's because I practiced every single day and got good enough to do that. That video went viral. It got the attention of some really rich people. They're based in New York City. And they paid me multiple of thousands of dollars to create a bot that could buy golf clubs. That same bot was then resold to other very rich people, right? And because I was able to land those really rich people, I leveled up, right? My skills got better every single day. And then I was able to basically reach a network of people who had a lot of money to their name and were willing to spend on me creating bots for them for different reasons, whether it be to buy the latest drink that came out, whether to be buy Logan Paul's Prime bottles, whether it be to buy some jewelry, baby clothes, hats, sneakers, PS5s, the NVIDIA gaming chips, right? Everything you can imagine, I have been asked to make a bot for. Some of the weirdest things too, and including AI chatbots. I created chatbots for barbershops, for towing truck companies, for therapists, for some medical clinics, right? All because I have that skill of bot development and that, level 20, 35 coding skill. These people trusted me. They saw that I meant business. I was someone that can be relied on for these tasks. And as a result, they gave me their business and they paid me a lot of money. And that's really what led me to making over $100,000 in 1 year. And this is all while I was in college. So being able to do that was extremely crazy, especially since I'm from a lower middle class background. Right? People don't really get the opportunity, and that's just what proves that how solo leveling yourself up can lead you to making money you've never imagined, leading you to creating a business that can grow way beyond you ever thought. And that's, scalability. You can scale your business, you can make millions, you change your life, right? And that's why I really want to emphasize leveling up and making sure you realize the goals you want and knowing the plan to get there, and understanding that to get there, you want small wins every day, which will increase your level, right? Eventually, you reach such a high level that you'll be able to do more and more tasks and get closer and closer to your goal. So become Sung Jin Woo, level up, and reach a level that no one ever expected of you, not even yourself.